From the newsroom at news.com.au.
This is the latest from the newsroom. It's Tuesday, June 14th. Australian stocks are plunging deeply into the red today, wiping tens of billions of dollars off the value of the country's top companies as global markets are smashed and fears grow over a worldwide recession. The top 200 companies on the Australian Stock Exchange have plunged by just over 5% this morning, the worst fall in the market since COVID hit Australia in March 2020. The fear is that if interest rates go up too quickly globally, it will drastically reduce the ability of the public to spend money on other things, leading to a recession next year. In other news, police are searching for witnesses after a gun was produced during a wild road rage incident in Sydney South. Police have released images of people they wish to speak to in relation to a fight between two people in a white Toyota Corolla and grey Suzuki Baleno on August 17. According to a witness, a man in the Toyota pulled out a firearm during the argument. Police allege the driver and passenger from the Suzuki disarmed the man and confiscated the weapon before returning to their car. Two AFL and Melbourne captain Max Gawn delivered an out-of-character spray to the Collingwood bench during yesterday's shock loss. Later in the second quarter of the Queen's birthday contest, Gawn copped a knee in the back from Collingwood tall forward Mason Cox while contesting a mark. The 30-year-old gingerly made his way off the field soon after, but directed some heated words towards a group of nearby Magpies players. We'll be back after this. To entertainment, as backlash over the Sydney Morning Herald's coverage of Rebel Wilson's new relationship continues, a US talk show has offered their own very fiery response. The View panellist Whoopi Goldberg didn't hold back when the topic was raised on the long-running daytime show, describing the situation as insane.
Rebel Wilson, who came out on social media. Now, there's a lot of speculation that she did it to get ahead of a tabloid story in the Sydney Morning Herald about her relationship. Now, the man who wrote it even apologized, saying it was never his intention to out her. Well, you know that's not true, because if it wasn't your intention, you wouldn't have done it.
She added that Wilson had likely felt cornered by Hornery into revealing her relationship with a groomer after the journalist contacted her about her sexuality with a deadline. The project's Hamish McDonald has also weighed in on the Wilson backlash, revealing he faced a very similar situation behind the scenes. Addressing the scandal on the project, McDonald, who publicly confirmed he was in a relationship with a man in 2019, admitted that the scrutiny over his sexuality was terrifying.
You know, I've been on the end of this sort of thing with a couple of journalists before, and it's actually scary and intimidating and frankly pretty terrifying when a journalist sort of starts saying to you that they know this about you and they want to put it in print.
McDonald finished up by describing the furor as something we can all learn from. That's the latest from the newsroom. We'll be back with another update soon.
Your update from news.com.au.